watching the Scottish Football Zone with all the build-up and reactions.
There we go, a bit of a different Friday night, and we're live at 5:30, not 5 o'clock tonight, because if you've been sleeping under a rock for the past, I don't know, about 7-8 weeks, Scotland's in the World Cup, so we're on watching this farce of the draw. This is the worst bit about the draw, because you've got to watch a guy from FIFA who thinks he's funny and coming to the Edinburgh Festival next year, but he's not funny at all. And then we're watching Donald Trump at the moment. It gets worse, guys. As well, I might have to buy a new TV after the draw. But hey ho, we're here. We've got a full house as always. We are joined tonight by Regan, Alex, Ethan, and Robbie Rants, as it's called on the old TikTok, or as I call it. Well, I can't say what I call it. Anyway, so we're here to talk about the World Cup, and we're talking about the games of the weekend. It's funny, Robbie, when we do a show at the weekend, that the Premiership action takes not priority, because the World Cup takes priority.
Aye, we've already seen a lot of big figures. Kevin Hart, Robbie Williams singing the FIFA president, Donald Trump. I wonder who else is going to appear soon. But aye, this is definitely front and centre for this show, Michael. I know we'll obviously get into talk about the Premiership games, but you just can't help but feel that wee buzz for the World Cup now, because the draw's finally here. We've obviously seen we're in pot 3. It's going to be interesting to see all the pots, to be fair, not just as Scotland play. There's some really interesting groups that could develop, so I'm excited for the whole draw.
Yeah, and get your comments coming in. Who do you want? Are you going to the World Cup, or are you going to see Donald Trump or Donald Duck? As I say, Reagan, I'm excited. It's over dark outside, but in here it's nice and toasty watching the World Cup draw.
Hi, Michael. I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope Scotland get a decent draw as well, because I was looking at some of the draws. I mean, for me, I want to get maybe the Aussies, maybe Canada, and maybe an African team as well. So yeah, I'm looking for something different. I don't want Germany or Spain, or I want something different, or Brazil. I want something fresh, something new.
And Ethan, we haven't mentioned them yet, but Wilfred Nancy is in the door at Celtic, and that's taken. That's not the headline story tonight.
Yeah, obviously, I think he's addressed all the media now. He had his press conference today, and from what I've seen from Celtic fans, his words have been quite well received. But as you said, not the main news when Scotland are going to be drawn in the World Cup, the first World Cup group for nearly 30 years, and when they eventually get on to pulling the teams out the hat or the bowl or whatever it is they're going to pull it out of, and I believe it'll take an hour, then we'll finally see who Scotland will be playing. Like Reagan said, I hope that they would maybe get a host nation, or a Brazil or an Argentina from pot 1, so it's not a European team, because that's the entertainment of the World Cup. The European teams or the South American teams, they usually play each other on a pretty regular basis, where when was the last time we played Brazil? Maybe the last time we were in the World Cup. So, yeah, and I know there's rumours of a friendly with Argentina possibly to be organised before we play our World Cup games, but I would love to play the world champions, and maybe we can catch them off guard in the opening game like Saudi Arabia did last time out.
Yep. So we'll keep you across the draw now. I'm not going to tell you who's on the TV, because it might put you off the dinner or whatever. But let's concentrate on the small matter of the Premiership this weekend. Ethan, and it's Wilfred Nancy's first game against Hearts at Parkhead. This is going to be very interesting, because Hearts has got points in recent weeks.
Yeah, it will be. Obviously, it's a top of the table clash, but the momentums of both teams have completely switched since the last time they obviously met at Tynecastle, and Hearts and Derek McInnes will see it as a great opportunity to catch Wilfred Nancy off guard in his opening game. But I think they'll be Celtic will be massive favourites, regardless of the fact that obviously it's going to be his first game in charge with how Hearts have been playing. But you never know, if Hearts get a positive result, even a draw, then it can maybe spark their name back into being surrounded by the term title challengers, because I think they've fallen away from that in recent weeks with how the results have turned out.
Reagan, what do you think of that? I know that we've done a show together, but what do you think of that appointment now with Philip Nancy? I mean, obviously, and I'm going to pronounce him Nancy, by the way, because there's a lot of me calling him Nancy, and I don't see.
Apparently, it's Nancy now, Michael.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Aye, because he actually pronounced himself Nancy, Michael, so I think you should apologise to Bob and Nancy while I'm in the show.
Yeah, well, I'll apologise very, very soon after the World Cup draw, and maybe that'll take place on Monday. I'm not sure. But,
I can apologise. I can apologise to him if you want, boys. I'm heading to the cup final on press access, so I can apologise. I can apologise to him if you want. I've been brushing up on my French. Bonjour, Wilf. Welcome to Glasgow.
Well, yeah, I will.
No, I was just saying croissant. I was just trying to think of the French.
Oh, right, okay. I reckon we don't insult the French any further, but it's a big game for him, obviously, at the weekend. Big game for Hearts as well, because obviously, the run of form they've been in has been extremely poor. They've lost their lead at the top, and Celtic have the opportunity to, sort of go clear again, and obviously they will still have a game in hand on Hearts. So yeah, it's a massive game for both sides. Obviously, Nancy will want to get off to a good start in the Celtic dugout, and Derek McInnes will want to get back on track.
Yeah, no, it's going to be an interesting game, Reagan. But I mean, it was going to be interesting, but even more so because Hearts has kind of like dropped points in recent weeks as well, and the pressure is mounting on Derek McInnes' side when they come to Parkhead on Sunday at 3:00.
I think Celtic Park will be. I think it'll be like a proper Celtic and Rangers match. I mean, Celtic Park will be absolutely bouncing for that game. I think Celtic Park and the players know how important this match will be, and I'm looking forward to seeing it because as Alex said there, I mean, Celtic with the potential to go 6 points clear. They play obviously on Sunday, then they've got that massive match against St Mirren next weekend, and then they go up to Tannadice to go 6 points clear. So Celtic's got a big opportunity now, and I think that's credit to Martin O'Neill, because a few weeks ago I was thinking Celtic were going to struggle this season, but fair play to Martin, he's done a very good job.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, sorry, Robbie.
No, Mike, I was just going to say, I mean, we don't know how Nancy's going to go on yet in his first couple of games. We don't know how that goes, but it's interesting you mentioned about pressure on McInnes, because I feel like that's been a lot of what the media have been saying, but I don't think McInnes and the players will be treating it like that. As we spoke about the game last night, me and Reagan, Hearts have put themselves in a fantastic position considering the way they ended last season in the bottom six. So I think he'll be feeling like he can go there and play with no fear. I think he'll draw that into the players, and if they try and get a good result, then it'll be brilliant for them.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan, we've actually saw the style of play with Celtic change under Martin O'Neill. It's basically now you can see that maybe the team wasn't playing for Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, I think that was evident based off Martin O'Neill's tenure, that Brendan Rodgers' relationship with the players wasn't too great. Obviously, he made those comments and analogies with Honda Civics and Ferraris, which probably doesn't help. But yeah, I think, and that's what Nancy's reiterated, that he's going to come in and he's not going to change everything from A to B or whatever, X to Y or whatever you want to say. He's going to have to slowly make adjustments and change little tweaks to the team. Eventually, it will be fully how he wants to line up his team. Michael Nicholson spoke to the Celtic media today as well, and he said that he will be back in January and the summer, which is obviously what the Celtic fans want to hear, and I imagine they'll hold him and the rest of his board members very accountable for that. But yeah, I think he's not going to come in.
Another empty promise.
He's going to have to make little adjustments, and I think that's what you see with modern day managers. You've seen it with Brendan Rodgers coming in after Ange Postecoglou as well.
I think in terms of Michael Nicholson, I don't think he strikes me as a kind of guy that likes the city attention. I did enjoy him yesterday. I seen Nancy got out of the taxi and he gave him a big bear hug. And I think, obviously, the most important thing for him is that he can back the manager, because Brendan Rodgers clearly wasn't backed. And it's okay, like Alex is saying there, it's okay I'm saying this, but is it going to be players like Yang and players like Shin Yamada, who played terrible against a club in the Challenge Trophy last year? Do you know, is it going to be quality players that they're going to bring in? Because as much as I think you guys have spoken about it, that obviously the players are not playing under Brendan Rodgers. I think Brendan Rodgers was only blown about because the quality of the squad was pretty bad. So I think it'll be interesting to see the level of backing. But on the other hand, guys, I don't know if the board will then look at it and go, right, we can go 6 points clear. Do we actually need to spend money? You know? So there's a bit of that as well.
I think as well, Nancy, is he's basically damned if he does and damned if he doesn't, even because obviously if he comes in, beats Hearts, beats Roma, or maybe get a point against Roma and wins the cup, he's a hero. But if he loses, maybe I wouldn't say all 3 games, but 2 out of 3, the Celtic fans will be a bit kind of unsure about him.
Yeah, I think that the 2 domestic games, especially the game this weekend against Hearts and the League Cup final against St Mirren, are must-win games for the context of the league table. If Hearts were to go to Celtic Park and get a point, even though they've dropped a lot recently, the amount of belief that would probably give them that they can go again and go on a winning run like they did to start the season wouldn't be something that I don't think Celtic would want to do. Whether if they win at the weekend and maybe that's Hearts' title challenge dead and buried, and then obviously you need to win a cup final. It's a one-off game. Obviously Robbie will be hoping for something else to happen, but then in the game against Roma, obviously it's the highlight tie of Celtic's Europa League phase season. But I think where Celtic are in the Europa League, there's not as much pressure to win that match. But obviously it's a glamour tie, and you want to win it off the back of the excellent result in Notre Dame.
Yeah, and also speaking about Hearts, Alex, as well. Obviously they would want to get back to one ways, I think if they get a point or even win the game against Celtic, it's going to be hard because the fans are going to be up for the game. I think that will give Hearts a bit more kind of confidence.
Yeah, definitely. But if Wilfred Nancy's Celtic comes out and runs over the top of Hearts, I could see an Aberdeen-like run in the future for them, unfortunately. Obviously, we had that last season when Aberdeen went on a ridiculous winless run. So, yeah, one of 2 ways. I mean, Hearts could get a result and that could boost them to get back to their winning ways as they've displayed for most of the season, or like I said, Celtic could go out and run over the top of them. Like you said though, Michael, even a draw would probably be good enough for Hearts to sort of take something from it. But it's a big test, and I think it will be a really pivotal game in the outcome of the season. I mean, we've seen that Rangers still clearly have their issues, so the main title contender looks to be emerging to be Celtic.
Very good. In case you think we're ignoring the draw, we're not ignoring the draw. I think it's a loving between the Canada president, the Mexico president, and Donald Trump in FIFA. I think maybe they've actually forgot what they're meant to be doing tonight. But anyway, but there's nothing happening apart from me getting awful nervous and going with it.
Don't be nervous, mate. We can take any of them, any team. We'll take them. Scotland are winning the World Cup. You heard it here first in the Scottish Football Zone.
What about so we'll get your predictions for the game, guys, about Celtic against Hearts on Sunday. Alex, what about you, mate?
I'll take my bias out of it, and I think this is going to be a very good home debut for Wilfred Nancy, and I think it is going to be a 3-0 victory for Celtic.
Ethan?
I'm going to go 2-0 win for Celtic on Wilfred Nancy's debut.
Reagan?
I'm going to go 2-0 as well.
Alex?
I've already said, mate. I think it's Robbie. Robbie now.
Oh yeah, Robbie. Yeah. I'm getting carried away with the draw here. Yeah.
I'm going to go 5-1 Celtic.
5-1 Celtic.
Is that you hoping they're getting all their good performances at the road before next Monday?
I hope they get all their goals at the road.
Okay, I will go 2-0 to Celtic. So there you go. What about guys? It's back to one of these 8 o'clock kickoffs tomorrow night down at Rugby Park. I don't know about you, but football's now getting run by TV. Kilmarnock against Rangers, Alex, at 8 o'clock in the Saturday night. I mean, do you fancy 8 o'clock in the Saturday night or?
Not particularly. No, it's a weird kick-off time. It's I just feel like it's strange. The way it should work, it should be during the day. But I think even 5:30, 5:45 on a Saturday is pushing it a little bit. But 8 o'clock is a bit late. In terms of the game, I am not confident at all. Rangers have been poor, especially against Falkirk. They were better against Dundee United in the attacking third. However, there were still major issues defensively. For the first goal, it was really, really poor defending. Terrific finish from Zach Satsford. And then, obviously, the second goal was poor defending as well. Another terrific finish from Fata. So, I'm really not confident. I mean, Kilmarnock have been extremely poor, but it feels like this Rangers side could let any team into a game and give them a chance to take something from them.
By the way, so then, guys, but I mean, this draw is like a laughable draw because, like, between the Canada Prime Minister and FIFA guy, I mean, what are they playing at, Robbie?
I don't know. I mean, I think what I can tell it's a bit of start, but they seem to be taking a while. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to be quick either. I think it's the pot 1 teams come out, then they do some speaking, then it's pot 2 teams.
I think it'll be. Yeah, I think this is going to be.
He is mixing up the balls.
There we go.
Oh, Canada. Oh yeah, they pick out their. They
The
do
ball,
pick out
one of
their.
the ball goals.
Yep. So basically, we'll go to Mexico next and the USA next as well. So, yeah. So, sorry for any spoilers there, but that's always one out of the way first. Yeah. So, yeah.
Canada are in the group with the host cities, Toronto, Vancouver, and Seattle. Unsurprisingly,
Oh,
Mexico is out next. They are in Group D.
I'm off to King. I'm off to Mexico. Steal the cup and run away.
Mexico. Group A, sorry.
yeah, that's the Mexico group. Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Guadalupe are in
I'm
Group
glad
A.
you put that on me.
I've never seen somebody taking so long to open a bar than Donald Trump. Wow.
Yeah, it's all about him. USA, funny enough, USA.
I was going to say balled it up there, but I'll leave it.
Balls, yeah. That's fun, actually. Group D there in, if anybody English.
Los Angeles, Vancouver, San Francisco, and Seattle.
And they'll probably take about half an hour to go. Yeah, that seems finished. That's our work done. That was hard. Putting it on, taking it over the ball. But yeah, sorry, go back to the Commander Rangers game. Get my sanity back, Robbie, for tomorrow night.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't get to see all the Dundee United game, so I'll tell you better. But I thought it was really well what goals for Dundee United. I think, from Alex's point of view, he'll probably argue that Rangers can defend a lot better, especially from the first run. But no, look, I think in the overall, Alex, I don't know how you're feeling. I've seen a lot of different reactions online for Rangers fans. I think Rowe's done a decent enough job for the resources that he's got. And I think he has shown, for me anyway, promising signs that he could be, the future Rangers manager going forward. I think he's turned results around into a more positive aspect that I don't particularly think Russell Martin would have been able to get the results. I think he's been a bit positive.
No, I think there's definitely an issue with personnel there. And, I reported on it today. Rangers are looking to make at least 3 additions in January, which is a big kind of intake for any kind of January window. I gave my thoughts a few days ago about the majority of the Rangers squad. Ethan was present for that, and yeah. So I think Danny Rowe's done all right, and I think once he gets his own players in, it could change. However, I think we do need to ride it out because there are so many. There are so many players in that squad that are just not up to Rangers standard, or the standard that it should be, rather.
I mean, I've got to ask you, Alex. I think that Jake is one of the worst defenders I've seen for a while.
He is pretty bad. Yeah, he has his moments. He's really good at tackling, like one-on-one defending. But he's so
sorry, Alex.
So bad on the ball. It's crazy. He makes.
Sorry, Alex. I'm struggling to hear you, Alex.
Extremely poor.
Sorry, Alex. I'm struggling to hear you, mate.
I think I have.
What'd you say, Robbie?
Last week, I haven't had your internet connection.
I'm struggling to hear you.
Oh.
I think the way that you were speaking there, Alex, I thought you were doing the World Cup goal because you were going dead slow.
Jonathan Pearce, who's doing the commentary on the BBC, said hopefully we'll have all the teams drawn and the groups decided by the time the first game comes around in June.
Yeah, or the final. But yeah, I mean, if not, I think tomorrow night, Ethan, will be the first game that I've saw a Danny Rowe team live. Actually, you know, but I mean, what do you think of them? Because I don't think the performance levels are there yet. They're winning games, but apparently that the fans were giving them stick after the game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, I think it's been coming, the difficulty that they had the other night, because the performances haven't always been there. They've been getting the results, and that's obviously the main thing for Danny Rowe at the minute. He's not got the ideal squad in front of him, but he needs to get to January in a decent situation for Rangers, where they're still in touching distance of Celtic, obviously, especially as they've got the advantage at the minute. But Hearts decided on whether they can reignite a title challenge, and that's the main thing. And then in January, you can maybe spend money again and get good players in that are Rangers quality, because I think a lot of that squad, especially in attacking areas that he's needing to field, are just not at that level. And I think we've seen that. Obviously, they get 2 goals the other night, and it wasn't the worst performance from what I've seen from some Rangers fans, but yeah, they need to do a lot more, and more difficult going to Rugby Park, because I think Kilmarnock are although they're in a difficult run, they've not won in a number of games. They're slowly getting better, and they'll take a lot of confidence and excitement possibly from that late winner at Tynecastle the other night. Late winner, sorry, late equaliser, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah, no, exactly. Robbie, what about you? I mean, obviously it's going to be the first test of Danny Rowe going down to play on a kind of like artificial surface. He's never done that before.
Aye, I'm sure he'll probably just treat it like any other game, to be honest with you. I think Rangers should be looking to go and get 3 points. I know we're obviously going to speak about Kilmarnock, and them obviously grabbing a late equaliser against Hearts. I just think Danny Rowe just needs to keep going the way he's gone. I don't get any criticism on it, to be honest with you, especially on his job. I think, you know, I don't know if he's maybe making some wrong decisions during the games or whatnot, but definitely on his job. I think he's done all he can with Rangers right now, so I think he'll just be winning another game.
There's only been one time I think he's made a tactical error, and that was the other week against Braga, where Rangers were on top. Braga got the goal back. They changed. Rangers had an extra man, but Braga's tactical change allowed them to come more into the game, and they finished the stronger of the 2 teams. And Danny Rowe didn't change it then. He tried to, and he took out the Connor Barron, the only sort of presence we had in the middle of the park the whole night. So that's the only mistake that I think I could pinpoint that he's made so far. I think a lot of it is down to personnel. However, the attacking play has been rigid also. So, excuse me. So I guess you could blame that a little bit on him, but I think it is the quality of player. Oh, one thing that I will say as well, based off of Sunday and on Wednesday night, I think Nadim Bayrami needs to get an extended run in the team. He's shown more than most this season, and yeah, and he was actually quite good on Wednesday. I thought, obviously he scored the penalty, but he was working well with Jane McGomad on the left hand side. So yeah, I think Nadim Bayrami needs to be given another go. And just before we move on an end note, I still can't believe Rangers paid £8 million for a guy who can't score from 6 yards out. Did you see that header that he missed?
I didn't even why he just completely missed it. Mentally.
Do you know what he was trying to do, which I thought was crazy? He was trying to steer it into a corner. When you're that distance out, you just need to make sure you get your head on it, and the chances are the keeper won't save it. So It's just really frustrating. Zero natural striker instincts. And on the report about Rangers bringing in players in January, it was apparently the top priority as a proven goal scorer. It bloody better be, because we are so blunt up top.
What do you think, Alex, has happened to Miovski? I don't think he's exactly hit since joining Rangers either.
Not enough space. I mean, even though Rangers have been pretty rubbish, a lot of teams, when Rangers are on the ball, still deploy a low block. And Miovski needs space to move into. His movement is decent. He's got little nice link-up play when he gets the opportunity and players are moving off of him. So there's not enough space for him to move, and no one's getting close to him either. Our strikers have been extremely isolated, like Danilo, although he's been crap as well. So yeah, I think Miovski's the one maybe I'd be most lenient on. But they've all been really, really poor. Just silence? No. All right, guys, we're going to do predictions for the Kilmarnock versus Rangers game on Saturday evening. I'm going to throw it over to Michael first. Michael, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I think about a lot of things, Alex. But no, seriously, I'm going to go for a very nervy night for Rangers, but just get there 2-1.
Okay, Reagan?
I'll go 3-1 to Rangers.
Oh, I'd take that in a heartbeat. Ethan?
2-1 to Kilmarnock.
Okay. Laurie will be pleased. Robbie, what are you thinking of this one?
1-0 Rangers.
Okay. And I'm going to go. You know what? Every time I predict Rangers to win, they don't. So I'm going to go 1 each.
That's a rarity.
A bit of reverse psychology there. So I'm going to go 1 each.
But a quick word in Kilmarnock, because we're now getting the back catalogue of music on a football girl, and they're playing music. That's a bit surreal. Anyway, a quick word on Kilmarnock, Reagan, because I think they're going into the game buoyant that they still got work to do, but they pick up a decent point at Tynecastle against Hearts.
And as I was saying to Graham last night, I mean, they had a chance to make it 2-1 with Dackers as well, who smacked the post with a header as well. So I think Stoke will be pretty happy with that 1-1 draw at Tynecastle. Because over the last few weeks, it's been a bad watch if you're a Kilmarnock fan.
Yeah, and I think the main thing for Kilmarnock is that it seems like the players are still playing for Stuart Kettlewell. It doesn't seem like they're throwing them under the bus or they're down in tools or anything like that. Even when they went to Celtic Park recently, I know it was 4-0 Celtic, but they didn't seem like a team. And sometimes you can tell if a team's not really playing for their manager, but it didn't seem like that at all. And I think Kilmarnock will turn it around eventually. I know they've got a few injuries as well, but it seems like they're building up towards getting their first win in a while. And with how Rangers are playing, it seems like they're kind of going in the opposite direction, going from winning narrowly to getting the draw against Dundee United, and then the next step a defeat. So that's why I went for it. It's just a guess, like a prediction is, of course.
By the way, you're not missing much, guys. We're just as well we never came on at 5 o'clock tonight, because we came on at 5:30 and we've only got, I think USA, Canada and Mexico is playing each other in the World Cup, and that's it. And they finished the draw and everybody's away home happy. But no, we'll get to the business. I don't know when, maybe Sunday at this rate.
Sorry, Mike, I'm just hoping that you're paying us overtime for this.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know about paying overtime, but I need my sanity back after.
You get paid.
Yeah. Don't tell Reagan that. Yeah. So Yeah, let's go and speak to the audience and forget about the World Cup draw. That's nice. So we're trying to pad out the best that we can here. But this week we'll be talking about the junior football this weekend, guys, because nothing's happening. Okay, so let's speak about the Saturday games. Robbie, you're going to the St Mirren to see your best pal Jim Goodwin.
We're going for a wee Mackies before the game as well, just to top things up, Michael. But no, I'm not feeling very confident about the game, to be honest with you. I suppose you can classify it as the one before the big one, if you will. Obviously, the cup final being next week. We desperately need 3 points in the league. I mean, I'm trying not to think about the cup final too much for now. I'm trying to focus more on where we're sitting in the league. And right now, it doesn't look very pretty. So I'm hoping we can try and get a win. But like Dundee United, I'm sure they'll feel a bit aggrieved after that late blow against Rangers. So they'll be looking to try and come to play and get a win as well. And of course, Jim Goodwin will be looking to get one against his former club. So it's going to be a really interesting game, actually.
Are you surprised, Robbie, how St Mirren has dropped off in the last couple of weeks?
Defensively, definitely. I never thought would be that defensively poor. 2 of the 3 goals we conceded against Aberdeen were horrific. Gogic played really, really bad defensively. And I'm just surprised that you don't often see a Robinson team struggling so much defensively. And you combine that with...
Sorry, Robbie. I'll keep going, mate.
No, I was just to say you combine that with a big four, no particularly playing great numbers right now. It's a bad combination to have, and it's a bit of a poor run of form that we're going to try and go. And look, we've got 3 home games in the league coming up. My next 3 against Dundee United, Kelly, and Livingston. So yeah, I think if any run's going to get you a tough run of form, it's going to be that.
I was just going to say, I'm not surprised about any of this. I was never on the Stephen Robinson hype train when everyone was polishing his boots and going, "Oh, Stephen Robinson, would you not take him at Rangers, Alex?" Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See the state of the team. Unbelievable. If you think Rangers are bad defensively, go and watch a St Mirren game. My goodness.
I mean, now we'll see Rangers in the final, won't we? But
that's good, mate. That's good.
No, you're right though. That like the defensive performances have been really, really poor in recent weeks, and I don't think we have enough quality to turn that around. We've got some really key players in that squad, but they're just. I think it's about bravery for me and Robin. Right now, is not being brave enough to drop players that, in my opinion, should be dropped. I don't think we should be playing Mikael Mann on Saturday. I don't think we should be playing Kelly and Phillips. To be honest, I don't think Phillips has looked at it. So, if I was Robinson, I'd be a bit braver with the team selection, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, sorry, Reagan.
No, I was just going to ask Robbie then, see if somebody does play well tomorrow in terms of a player replacing like a Mandaron or a Phillips, would you then not play those guys in the final, or would you still kind of play those guys in the final, Robbie, then?
No, like say we had Lindell come in for Mandron, and say we had, I don't know, a Dover come in for Phillips. If both of them put in good performances, then we'll start against Celtic next week. Robinson came out when Boggan made and said these players, as much as anything around the league, they're going to be playing for the place in the final. And I don't think there's a few players on that team that haven't earned it based on the way they've been playing. So I think tomorrow is a good chance to see what a final team is going to look like. To be honest with you, although I did just go on a whole spiel about, certain players aren't playing good enough, I don't imagine Robinson will change it too much. He never likely does. So I think you'll see maybe a couple of changes, but I'd drop Mandron. I don't personally see what Mandron gazes a lot of the time. And hopefully we can go and get a win against our former manager.
I was just going to say, Robbie, obviously I'm going to maybe I should have kept this question until next week, but like the thing is, right, if St Mirren goes out tomorrow and wins, right, and they get beaten next week, I know what football fans are like, especially St Mirren fans. If it was, if that guy is sitting next to the TV camera at the final, he'll be effing and blending the whole game, right? But I think Stephen Robertson has still got a lot of credit in the bank.
more than enough, Michael. He's not even needing a bit of pressure, in my opinion, to be honest with you. I'll never get that conversation. And if we lose next week and say we drop points and started it, then I think our support will be far from pleased. But I definitely don't have any pressure mounting on Robinson. I known to the job security anyway. He's supposed to come from and actually start winning games. Of course, the pressure's always there. But we can't be sitting bottom two forever. So I'm all hoping it turns this weekend. And this is probably one of our best chances to turn the form around as well. Well, one of the next 3 games, I should say.
By the way, are you seeing this whole thing with Rio Ferdinand's on the phone to Infantino, and then Matthew McConaughey's come into the screen and all that, and now he's talking to somebody else? What's going on here? This World Cup, the World Cup draw, by the way, I know they want to make a show of it and all that. Fine, but nobody's tuning in for this garbage. We just want to see Scotland get all the hardest teams and then predict that we're going to batter them. Like this is really, really weird.
I hope the person that told me this was joking, but someone's told me that this is going to take 4 hours.
No chance.
No.
Chance.
I don't think so, because it looks like we're pretty close to drawing the pots now.
I'm gonna be real here for a minute. If this takes 4 hours, I'm not staying on here for any longer than 2 hours. I'm not sitting on here for 4 hours.
No, I mean, if it's 4 hours, I'll be eating my iPad as well. And I've got to watch Robbie's second team tonight, and I'm not going to say that, Robbie. Morton, so I don't know if the BBC will be happy at that because Morton and Queen's Park. So, I mean, what levels in football, guys? Go from a World Cup draw to Morton and Queen's Park, and stuff. But I mean, what about Dundee United? Alex, I think you've been the last person on the panel to talk about Dundee, to see Dundee United on Wednesday night. I mean, I never saw any highlights of the game. I don't know about you guys, but apparently they played well.
They were all right. I mean, they two very good goals. There were points of the game where they were very sharp onto the second balls. It was a very chaotic game.
Alex.
Yes.
Me and Robbie debated about the penalty for both clubs last night. That is going to be a penalty to Rangers and a penalty to Dundee United. What do you make it? I know Michael Stewart was very, very biased in his punditry, but I did think it was a penalty to Rangers.
Are you talking about obviously the foul and then the Emmanuel Fernandez handball again for the second time? Like, oh yeah, that I feel like Dundee United should have had a penalty. I don't get why there's any debate around the Rangers penalty. It's a Stonewall penalty. Aarons gets there first and he's kicked in the box. I feel like because we debate penalties so much, that it's kind of when we actually see an actual Stonewall penalty, our brains have been melted by all these like VAR discussions and the terms and all that we second guess ourselves, which and decisions that a couple of years ago we wouldn't. So yeah, I feel like Rangers penalty was a Stonewall penalty, and Dundee United probably should have had a penalty. Manuel Fernandez getting away with it for the second time in about 3 games.
I don't know how Michael Stewart's looked at that and didn't even think there was any contact. It's absolutely nothing. I don't know what angle he's looked at it for that, because it's clear as day.
Michael Stewart is not like I might cross paths with him someday, but I doubt he's going to see this. He's not a good pundit. I don't rate him. He just shouts and dramatizes everything for any team he's commentating on, and he has poor grammar as well. He says should have quite a lot when it should be should have or should have. So programmer as well, being broadcast to the nation. A lot of young kids watching don't listen to Michael Stewart. So yeah, but he's just not a. I just don't rate him. I don't think he actually analyzes anything. He disagrees with almost everything that happens on the pitch. Just to try and dramatize it, and that isn't what good football punditry should be. I mean, Chris Sutton does that, but if you ever watch Chris Sutton on an English game, he's very, very good. Actually, he knows what he's talking about. It's just obviously up here, he plays to the whole sort of pantomime element of it, to get people watching and going and shouting and complaining about that. But Chris Sutton is a very good pundit. James McFadden is a good pundit as well. They actually analyse, they tell you about things. Alan McCoist obviously is does Champions League games and stuff like that. So those are the kind of people that you probably should be listening to instead of a failed politician.
Yeah. Just to keep you up to date on what's not happening. Robbie's fell asleep. I can understand why he fell asleep, because Rio Ferdinand's actually speaking to school children, and I suppose it's like a bit of homework that they're doing. And it's funny, we should actually get Michael Stewart on to commentate this, because it's quite embarrassing actually that this is going out to all over the world as well, Robbie. And you woke up there, Robbie?
I was just going to say, sorry, Michael. Rio Ferdinand, he's done well for himself. For him to be the player that's chosen.
Aye, but
what do you mean?
Aye, but he's a second best
player. Could you?
Rio Ferdinand is one of the best centre backs to ever grace the game. I won't have this disrespect.
Right? No, I'm not denying that. I'm not denying that. But I think you could get a better player than Rio Ferdinand. I think you could get a Ballon d'Or.
He's right there, Alex. Come on. Rio Ferdinand was good.
Great in his own right. Absolutely great defender.
Rio Ferdinand is the second best Ferdinand football player. Anton Copeland.
I thought you were going to say Les was better than him. Although he was a cracking striker.
Wayne Gretzky.
I think they're going to go the game. No. They've actually brought a baseball player.
An ice hockey player as well.
Ice hockey. So I thought this was the World Cup. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel. I don't know.
I read that Shaquille O'Neal's meant to be doing something as well, and we've not seen him yet. So
yeah, I know. He'll be out on Monday, I think. By the rate, this. But keep it here. I will keep you up to date on what's not going on. Score predictions for the weekend. There is. Robbie, St Mirren, Dundee United, your prediction on this game?
1 each.
1 each. Ethan?
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with 2 each. 2-all.
Alex?
6-0 to Dundee United.
I love Alex when he's on the show, by the way. It's brilliant. He brings me back down to earth after watching this rubbish on the telly. Reagan, how about you?
I'll go 2-0 to St Mirren.
And I will keep in Robbie's good books. I will go 3-1 to St Mirren tomorrow. And just as well, we've got other games to talk about, guys, because the plan was just to talk about the Celtic Rangers and Dundee United game, but I think we could maybe keep going for a minute or two, or maybe half an hour yet. The game at Fir Park tomorrow, Ethan, is Motherwell against Livingston.
Yeah, and Motherwell have struggled to score goals lately, despite being in a good place in the league, and they did start turning the screw to get those wins, but a couple of the recent games that they've struggled to get a goal. It was nothing each with Falkirk. midweek, and now obviously they play the other newly promoted team in Livingston. And I don't, although Livingston are at the bottom of the league and they have been for almost all of the season, I don't think they're too far away. I think they can maybe pick up points here and there. I do still see them as probably the weakest team in the league, but yeah, I don't think it'll be too straightforward for Motherwell, but I'd still probably back them to get 3 points at home.
Alex, have you been a bit disappointed about Livingston this season, or do you think they've kind of like found their level?
No, I'm not disappointed because I want them to go down because I don't want any plastic pitches in the Scottish Premiership. I wish there was I wish there were 3 relegation spots where Falkirk, Livingston, and Kilmarnock would all go down instantly, but that's not the case. Unfortunately. But they've been poor, and I've been pretty solid on the fact that I think they're going to go straight back down for quite a while. I think Motherwell have found their form, and I think this is going to be pretty straightforward, to be honest. I think Motherwell will run over the top of them. Also, my real prediction for the St Mirren game is 2-1 to St Mirren. I just thought I'd throw that in there, but I think this is going to be pretty straightforward because we've all been talking about Motherwell for a while about how nice they are on the eye to see them play, but it is good to see it sort of come to fruition. They're getting results, and I think it will continue.
I'm finally getting into point one.
I think we might be getting some portion of the draw, possibly.
Right.
Shaq's trying to scrap Kevin Hart.
Oh yeah, there we go. Spain.
Yeah, I think they're getting to the business end of it.
Are we still the last team to beat Spain in a competitive match?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think by the time the draw's out, Robbie, the World Cup will be finished.
I'm just glad we're finally getting to pot one. I mean, we're still going to go through pot one. They'll probably do some more stuff in pot two.
Oh,
Should we do a prediction of who we predict our group to be?
Yeah. What, can I go first?
Yeah.
I think it'll be Brazil, Australia, Scotland, and I think we'll get...
Really? You think we'll get Scotland in the group?
No, shush. Brazil, Australia, Scotland, and I think we'll get New Zealand. No New Zealand. I think we'll get... I'll go Cape Verde in Group 4. My pot 4. I think that'll be a group.
Okay, I'm going to go with Belgium, Ecuador, then obviously Scotland from pot 3, and then pot 4. I think we'll get one of the intercontinental playoff teams. Yeah, there we go.
That's wishful thinking, man. I think this is. I think we're going to get Argentina, Morocco, Scotland, and Ghana.
Oh,
Is that the hardest you can get?
no.
Yeah, that's we're doing predictions, aren't we? That's not who I want, but that's who we're going to get because
Of
that's
course,
the
of course you would predict that, Alex.
We'll top of the group, but that's fine. We'll beat them all. Michael, what about you?
I'm optimistic about our chances. We'll beat whatever team we're faced with.
Michael, what about your group?
I would go for Brazil again, just for that element of kind of like nostalgic, and let's beat them this time. And Brazil's going to score an own goal in the last minute instead of Tom Boyd scoring an own goal back in '98. I will go Mexico. It's not because of like fajitas or anything like that, but then again, that would be nice at half time.
Michael, we can't get Brazil and Mexico. They're in the same pot, isn't they?
No, yeah. There's
some movement.
No, they
could be a bit of movement, guys.
He's got the ball in his hands.
And underway.
Brazil.
I'd love to see it. That's how we're going to do it.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait another hour, Robbie, until the pot 3 teams get pulled at the.
Tell you what, though, Ancelotti, I think's got a good chance of this.
We'll just hang fire.
Because that'll be a wee bit shaky. I think Scotland would take them easy.
Pot 1 is.
I think we could.
Look,
Honestly, I think we could give Brazil a game.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
Brazil
Pot
are,
C, Brazil.
Brazil are pretty
Germany.
good.
That's Germany.
2024
Germany go into. And we're
So,
just either
it's like- There's all the managers there, so like Steve Clark in attendance.
Yeah, Steve Clark's in attendance. Thomas Tuchel's in attendance. And I think Michael O'Neill is it? He's in attendance, even though Northern Ireland have
Germany is in Group E. As well.
Did you
That's
think
actually moving quite quicker now. Netherlands is out. I'm just
see Carlo Ancelotti a couple of minutes ago? I thought he looked a bit like Peter Lawwell there. I think you guys are ahead of me as well. I'm watching it on the iPlayer on my Xbox, so I think you guys are.
Belgium.
On the Scotland,
we'll have Belgium as well.
I don't know. Belgium have got a cracking midfielder.
Here we
Who
go.
asking the
No. By the way, I did go on a rant about him. Absolute passenger for the past 4 games. He's been absolutely atrocious.
On you go, Alex. Just tell us how you feel. Just go for it.
No, he's writing off of his reputation, but past good performances. He needs to get his act together because people are starting to clock onto it. And he won't, it won't save him. His reputation won't save him for much longer if he keeps turning out performances. Connor Barron's been the only one that's actually done anything in the Rangers midfield for a while. So Nico Raskin needs to get it sorted, or else he won't be at the World Cup because he's been rubbish.
Oh.
Do you think there's a possibility, Alex, that he could try and not be at Rangers beyond January?
No, I don't think so. His contract until 2028, so and I don't think he would try and engineer a move. He's come out and said he's committed. His dad said he's committed. So
Why didn't? Yeah. Am I missing something? Why didn't Argentina go into Group I?
I don't know.
I'm guessing they would have told us, for anyone listening. But
France.
how are
Ethan,
what?
what about your Belgian midfielder? Do you think he's got a good chance of going to the World Cup?
I think he's definitely been better under Martin O'Neill and found some of his best form at Celtic, but I still think he's got a long way to go. Because obviously it's Belgium we're talking about, and they're a top team, and Raskin's obviously took the fancy of the manager. The manager likes how he plays. So.
No, he's a better player than him as well. Don't forget that.
But
Well, I think at the moment that's up for debate, and I think that's the point.
No, but the reason he's been in the squad is because he's historically a better player than Arne Engels.
Yeah, yes, I'm not denying he isn't, but or he is. But I think that he's it's unusual for a Scottish Premiership player to be in the Belgium squad. So I think he obviously really likes something about Raskin that is why he wants to have him in the team.
who do you guys think has got maybe the biggest ceiling for you guys? Because it's I mean, personally for me, I think possibly just Raskin, but I think England could still play at a very good level.
I think they've both got a really high ceiling. They've got different qualities that I think they could reach, not elite levels, but maybe the level below. In terms of they're both. Sorry to cut you off there, Ethan, as well, but they've both got different qualities, and they are, as much as I joke and stuff. I do rate Arne. I think he's a decent player. I'm obviously not blind to the fact that he's a young player with loads of good qualities. So yeah, I think right now it's difficult to tell. I think Ingles is a few years younger than Raskin as well. So
Yeah.
Barry, just to let you know, if you were watching the World Cup draw on the BBC Scotland channel, they've just cut it off and they went to the news. So if you want to watch the World Cup draw, watch on BBC Two, or else maybe just turn the sound down and listen to us having a bit of banter on a Friday night. So there you go.
I was going to say, sorry, Michael. Imagine everybody's favourites will be the teams that have been drawn in groups already. But if you had to pick 3 teams as your favourites to win the whole thing, who would they be?
Norway.
Norway.
Dogs. I
agree with you.
Scotland and Scotland.
Aye.
Yeah, well done,
Alex, have you had a few drinks before coming on here tonight?
No, mate, absolutely not. I'm a professional. I've never been on a show while intoxicated.
I think they might be doing the pot 2 draw now. It's looking promising. They're announcing the teams.
Looking good, lads. Looking good.
Looking good. So, anyway, I think we were talking about Motherwell and Livingston by way what a level to go into now. I think we should just get the prediction for this one because I think the draw is going to come out anytime in the next 5 hours. So if we can, what about Motherwell and Livingston? Robbie, your prediction on this one?
I'm going to go 3-0 Motherwell.
Alex?
I am going to copy my good friend Robbie and go 3-0 Motherwell.
Sorry, Ethan.
No. I said earlier I think it might be a difficult game for Motherwell, but I'm actually going to go with 4-1 to Motherwell.
I'm going to go 4-0 to Motherwell. And going back to that point that you made there, Ethan, about who's the favourites, I think for me, France are one of the favourites for me. I think France, Spain, Argentina, and
that's my 3, Reagan. That's my 3.
They are. I would try not to pick a team from pot 1, to be honest with you, but
there you go. I think we're going to do.
2. Here we go.
I was saying to Robbie last night, guys, about Senegal as well. I mean, Senegal's got some of great players as well.
Yeah.
So
the teams are solid. There's no easy games in there, I wouldn't say.
I'd take Iran.
Here we are.
England are in Group L. I think that's funny. But
shut up.
Group L. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's never been a Group L before. But,
no, there hasn't.
There you go.
I'll tell you what.
Would you fancy a game against Thomas Tuchel's England?
No.
Yes.
No, I'd rather avoid them.
Bring them on.
By the way, Group A. I'll win them in Group A, by the way, Mexico and Korea.
Mexico and Korea.
I don't know. It doesn't seem too scary, but I don't know. They'll probably both beat us, wouldn't they? Possibly playing for Korea.
What group is Switzerland again? I'm just can't get this. Group B, Switzerland in Group B with Canada, so there you go.
The only problem is if we get Group A, we need to play Mexico opening day, don't we? Opening game.
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh, he can't get the ball open.
It's Haiti, pot 4, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Mexico, South Korea, and Haiti. I'd take that, mate. I'd absolutely take that.
We still not get out of the group, even though there's like a 75% chance of progressing out the groups because obviously it goes to a last 32, doesn't it? So
By the way, I think we've just gave up on the Premiership this weekend and just concentrating on the World Cup. But that
Aye, well,
was-
Michael, that's the story of the day, mate. That's
Oh,
the most
no.
important
don't
thing.
want Group C.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
want Group C.
aye, no chance. You're all right.
Who's going into Group C? Mine from behind you.
Brazil and Morocco.
I will take them, mate. We'll take them.
Australia in Group B. Oh, I wouldn't mind that group, by the way.
No, I think
USA.
I don't want to play the USA or Australia or anyone like that.
USA.
What? You want any of the English-speaking countries?
That's not what I meant. I mean, like I wouldn't want to play them
I
because
wouldn't
I
mind
feel like,
Group D actually.
I wouldn't mind
USA,
Group B. That.
well,
Australia.
USA have a better manager than us. They have maybe some better players. The
The-
average.
Ecuador.
They absolutely battered Uruguay 5-1. I mean, they look good in that group. So.
Yeah. You don't. The host nations will not be as easy as you think they will. They've
No.
obviously got the backing of if they're playing in the home country, which I imagine they will be. Then obviously they'll have the majority in the stadium. You'd imagine.
Who's in the
Uh,
Group E?
So Germany and Ecuador. Group
Oh, that's not
Don't really
great.
like, don't really like that either.
I wouldn't
I
do
want-
that group either.
Ecuador
wonder
had like a
who's
ridiculous
going-
defensive
Japan?
rate. The best defense in qualifying.
Google
Japan, the Netherlands.
Group L, please, and just so that I can even can say Group L again. So that's probably quite funny. Group F, Japan as in
Who's England going to get?
against.
It's going to be Iran in Group L, isn't it?
See if it was Iran. See if it was right. See if it was Iran, right? And would you take Group L then over the right spot if Iran went in?
Probably, yeah.
Knowing
Where
that
did you
England-
go to, Robbie? Where did you go to?
Oh, Iran. Yeah.
I'm not Group G.
A lot of wait. When did you guys go out on a run?
That's awful, Patter.
Is that Iran?
Right,
Is that
stop the draw. Put some of the entertainment back on. I need distracted from that.
Yeah. YMCA
Iran.
back on.
Has any nation went into a group that they're the letter with the same letter starting yet? Oh yeah, Ecuador are in Group E.
Aye.
What is that weird? What is that weird trivia you're looking out for there?
I don't know. Well, they take ages. Uruguay and Spain.
They're
Oh,
moving
They're
now.
not
That's-
keen on that either.
no, but we beat Spain, so it's all right. We'll beat them again. That's fine.
Why does it
Hey,
say
might be like
IR
that.
Iran?
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just not confident with any of these guys. I don't like the look at any of them.
Spain and Uruguay in Group H, if anybody's interested.
I'm looking at Group A and Group D. That's the two groups I look at, and then be like, all right, I take that.
Senegal.
Then I go in with France. Oh, that's a horrible group.
I would maybe like us to go into Group F. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aye. That's a tough group, by the way, Group I.
France and Senegal.
Aye, it is.
That's a terrible
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh, no.
um,
So does this mean that England are maybe? No, it doesn't. Never mind. I think they're going to get Austria, England. Oh,
Whoever England get picked up with, I don't think that'll be the game.
I've just been pulled out.
Austria.
If they get,
Argentina, I'd take Austria and Argentina. Group J, I'd have that.
by the way, aye,
you
that's
get the glamour tie, and then you get somebody that we might be able to beat.
Austria are solid.
Yeah, we are solid.
No, we're not.
very patriotic right there. No, I think if England end up drawing Colombia here, that's a pretty difficult tie for them, I think.
Aye, yeah.
Colombia.
Not when Portugal get Colombia then.
Colombia will be looking for revenge from 2018.
Well, they've ended up with Portugal.
England and Croatia. I like that one. That brings back some good memories.
England will be looking for revenge from
Look,
2018.
And it goes on, the alphabet goes on.
Well, guys,
Group-
we're so close to top 3 now. Scotland's time. Never there.
Aye.
Croatia. Well, group L for that, maybe, hopefully. That'll be a
Right,
good-
so what we're saying is, I think I seen somebody saying cake group is the name for the easiest group. So what group are we thinking, and then what group are we thinking is the most difficult that we don't want to be in?
Oh, England and Croatia, group L. Oh,
You don't want group I. France and Senegal, right far away for that.
well, that's it for this one now. More
That's
than
it.
half an hour.
I think the easiest one so far is Group A.
Aye.
Like Robbie said, France and Senegal, but also Group C are when they want to touch.
No.
I think group A and B are what you want.
I don't
I
want
mean-
to go in any of these groups, guys. I don't like them.
Can
I
we,
don't want
can we just unqualify ourselves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, literally unqualify ourselves. You know,
Give
so
us
we don't
what
need
they want.
to deal with this.
I can't believe I've done that. Robbie, I was going to say, can you run through the groups, but I think they're away now. But anyway, we're into pot 3 now, so this is going to be.
Believe that to the ring.
Norway will be in with Brazil and Morocco, and that'll just be an absolutely crazy group. And Brazil won't get out of the groups.
Panama.
They're going to spot with their group.
I'll tell you what, not Norway. I think Norway will do well this tournament, but they've got some really good players.
Yeah, good girl.
Egypt,
know
them,
that-
them easy.
That Telo Asgard, absolute baller, mate.
He's the best player on that team.
Algeria.
There you go. Couple of comments coming in. By the way, we'll stay on a bit there. And
Yes.
There we are, Scotland.
Well,
There's
there.
our winners there. Yeah. And there we go.
We can't get England. Leo Heggie's saying in the chat.
All right, if we can't get England, there we go.
I don't know how.
Oh yeah,
Um,
2 European teams in the same group. Aye, yeah. England and Croatia already in it. You can only have 2 European teams in a group.
Oh, right, okay. Right, that makes sense. That's good. We'll beat them in the final, it's all right.
Ideally, you don't want any European teams, just so you get the experience of playing against teams from other continents. But
But if we can see England, they're going to get Uzbekistan or Qatar. That's
Argentina.
who they win it with.
I wouldn't mind playing against Argentina, but then again, I wouldn't.
No,
I would
you're
be
not right.
embarrassed to come on the show after the game.
South Africa.
We're already going to play them before the tournament starts, Michael. I don't fancy them again. I'll take the
we're
one
playing-
game. Sorry.
All right, okay.
Aye,
Do you think we would
Okay,
still
so
play
who
them
we-
in a friendly if we get drawn against them?
probably.
Here we go, guys.
Let's
The big
go.
moment.
Come on.
Top 3. So I wouldn't mind Group H when you see it right enough
There's
for
only,
now.
there's only 2 European teams in this pot, I think. Just us and Norway.
Aye,
That's it.
So there we
here we
go.
go. Followed by Scotland and Group A.
Ah!
19.
I like this, man. Ah.
I don't
That's-
think
that's like
that-
awesome.
that is a any of these 3 teams could go through Group A.
Yeah, they can't be drawn
By
in
the way,
like Group C.
Right, now, if I wouldn't mind Scotland in Group B, guys. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, no, A and B, I think A and B is what you're looking at. They're in A.
No.
By the way, what a stinking pot we're in. Look at the team behind us.
Look at that Group A, but
Oh yeah, we need. Yeah, oh well, we can't get in there obviously, but
no, but that's some
Who
that
got drawn into Group A?
see who have the full
South
pot
Africa.
inside.
here we go. Is this Scotland? Maybe not. No.
Oh, look at the first 2 groups, man. Like Group A, see whoever the 4th pot is, whoever gets in there, man. They've got a good run at that.
We're gonna get Group C, aren't we?
Yeah.
Don't, man. Oh,
It was Brazil and Morocco not in that group the last time we were at the World Cup.
I
Yeah,
don't even know.
yeah, yeah. The
Well,
goal.
don't be on.
They are Group B. Oh no,
Here
the
we go.
two groups are playing.
Oh, Paraguay. Sorry.
They have got any Group C because they're same as Brazil. South
Yeah, but
America.
they can have two South American teams. Can they?
Can
So
they?
how we getting on, guys? Sorry. How we getting on?
I don't know, but we've not got. We're about to get Scotland, Reagan, but it's
Yeah,
looking
I've just
quite
about seen
nervous.
that. I was just jumping to the toilet there and I just seen that.
Oh, no, they don't. Oh my
Yeah.
God, they actually don't go into Group C.
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought that you can't have two South America. It's only two Europeans, so
I seen England got Croatia. Aye.
We can end up in Group C, man. I can feel it.
oh
where
no.
where did they go into?
Australia, Group B with Australia and USA, Paraguay win. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh God.
Is it
Yes,
us?
we're okay. No, they can't go in there either. They can't go in there either. Oh no!
This is horrible.
They'll be Group E, I think.
Are you
I
not
think
like
so.
two African teams either?
No, you're the only Europe's allowed two in a group. I'm pretty sure.
So this is just rigged against us to go into Group C.
Let's go see.
Oh,
As
they
in-
definitely got the Group
Wait,
B.
the only teams that can grow into there's quite a lot actually. Uzbekistan, Saudi Arabia, Scotland, or Norway.
You know, it's
Norway.
Going everywhere, guys.
We've got
You
a
know,
20% chance of Group C.
Oh, please don't.
Who's Group C?
Tunisia, they can't go in Group C either. Group C is Brazil and Morocco, Reagan.
So where did Tunisia go? Group F?
Yes, they're okay to go into Group F, yeah.
Oh my God, I don't like this, man.
The suspension, man.
Wait. If we get, oh no, wait, never mind. I'm tripping.
Oh
no, there's another team coming.
Oh,
there's another team coming.
Egypt. Oh no.
Is
Well,
it
it
us?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who comes out. We've got a 20% chance. It's between us,
It's all
Norway,
right.
Panama,
What are
Uzbekistan,
we
and
doing
Saudi Arabia. One of us is going into Group C.
Who is it, man? Oh God, I just hit my face off my mic.
so Egypt in Group G.
Oh yeah, they didn't go in Group F.
No.
Oh yeah, it's coming soon. It's a
This
big
is
moment.
awful. I'd rather just not be in it.
Oh,
Oh no.
Negative, Alex. Oh, here we go there, Scotland
Oh.
out.
No!
No, that's terrible, man. It's Steve Clark.
And what group is
Group C, I think.
Brazil, Morocco.
S Robbie Bright.
Wait, that's the same two from 1998, is it not?
Yeah.
That is terrible work.
That's the exact same teams.
Wait, who was the other
that's
team?
just boring.
So group C, Scotland then.
That's just boring then.
Wish you luck.
That is so
Alex,
We didn't know that time we got the same teams.
Wow.
Alex,
later, same team.
Alex, you still
Yeah.
comfortable with Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil?
Aye, mate. Morocco's the strongest team in that group.
I actually agree.
They are though. Morocco is the strongest team in that group. Brazil are absolutely woeful. We'll take them. We'll take them all. Scotland are winning the World Cup.
Algeria, they are in Group F.
When you hear the noise of the tornado,
We'll definitely be Morocco anyway. I mean, they've only got a PSG Champions League winner.
Aye, it'll be easy. Don't
By
worry.
the way, I've just read there, I don't know if this is true, right? See if we were to top our group and England were to top theirs. Apparently we'd face them in the quarters.
Robbie,
After
you don't.
The quarters.
I'm not going to beat Brazil.
Oh God,
The quarters. That's ages away.
Why are you talking about the quarters, Robbie? We're not going to get out of the group, mate.
We've
What
not
did
even
it- what
started
did
the
it-
World Cup yet. Well,
What did it-
Robbie,
Boys, where's all the confidence gone?
brilliant research there, Robbie.
No, the other team that we had in the 1998 World Cup was Norway. Obviously, luckily we can't get them. Portugal, Uzbekistan, and Colombia.
So who do we want out of pot 4?
Anyone we should beat. Well, ideally, I think we avoid the European playoff teams, which we're probably going to get because we've only got one European team in our group, which means
What if we end up getting Italy out of the European playoff?
I'm not watching the World Cup.
Italy, we could get Italy, Ireland, Wales, or Northern Ireland.
I'm staying in bed.
We've got the Pot 4 team in our first game, so is that a positive or a negative?
Positive, and then it becomes it's a positive, then it becomes a negative when we lose the rest of them.
Oh, look at England. They had Panama in their group in 2018, didn't they? I think they beat them like 6-2 or something like that.
We can never get a better look.
Norway, by the way, what a group I is, by the way. France, Senegal, Norway.
That's
Oh,
going to be tough.
Norway to top the group? No. Really?
Robbie said they're going to win it. Robbie,
Oh, I did not say they were going to win it. I said they'd be underdog.
Oh, the Norway manager is right behind the Deschamps.
probably even get the group there.
Probably no.
Senegal and France. Oof.
So,
Yeah.
and that's that.
One more pot to go. I think they're finished. And yeah, so Robbie, can you remind us about who Scotland got in group?
Aye, we will be in Group C. We'll be taking on Brazil and Morocco, which is probably not what we wanted before the draw was made. But why no? Back to Scotland, you know what I mean?
It's just good to be there. I mean, I don't care who we get, but like, be honest, we're at the World Cup, Alex. You know?
Like, come on, Michael, but you were saying the other day about it's not big
Aye.
game. It's something in the World
What,
Cup.
are we?
Aye.
Sorry, are we East Coast?
Aye, how many times have we come on this show before the World Cup qualified and said, "Oh, but we don't want to just be there, we want to actually compete." Well,
Yeah, okay, that's
No.
good. I'll take that back, Robbie. Yeah, okay, good. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, so it's gonna be weird between yeah.
am I right in saying certain third place teams that can go through in these groups?
Aye,
Aye.
four teams.
If we can get ourselves into one of the, I mean, look, if we can, it depends who we get in this fourth draw. I mean, if we end up with Italy, then it is truly a group of death. But if we end up with a team we can beat, then we can find ourselves getting third.
We're going to be in Morocco anyway. I don't know about Brazil. We can get a draw.
I think that
We'll
think
beat
we-
Carlo Ancelotti, it's fine.
I think they're just going on to group four, pot 4 now, as well. So I would maybe take Ghana just for the atmosphere.
Oh,
No, don't take Ghana now.
you don't want Ghana. That's the one team you don't want.
They've got Semenyo and Kudus and
Aye, Gay's Curacao when they were about draw Haiti. He's one of them.
Haiti, yeah.
against Haiti. Oh, they'll be brilliant. We'll beat them about 10-0, aye.
Haiti have a striker that used to play with the mum, Duke Nazi.
New Zealand, the winners of
Right, so, we don't want playoff A because let's get Italy in it. That's the one we don't want.
I would maybe take was that Northern Ireland they showed you there?
Aye,
In
I'm
Group
picking
B?
them in the playoffs. Aye, Ireland are in it, I know. I'm sure.
We don't want any of these teams. We don't want a British team. We want something different. I want a
New Zealand,
UK or a Sudan or
New Zealand. I'd take New Zealand. I
Well,
know.
we can't get any of the African teams, so
I'd take New Zealand. That'd be a decent draw.
we can't get Ghana.
the All Blacks.
Oh.
We'll take the All Blacks.
Aye.
That's the rugby team, mate.
Worst case scenario, we get playoff Group A, and then that's when we truly just don't go.
By the way, how funny would that be? We get drawn against New Zealand and then the rugby team just walks out.
I hope I'm in the hacker before the game.
Yeah. So there you
If
go.
we get the Italians, I'm not gonna bother watching. I'll just watch it from my bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. Forget it. Just
Oh,
you know.
right, okay. So yeah, so
Oh.
here we go for the last top four.
Taylor keeps turning off. Not the time. I think we're playing on the East Coast. All the
yeah,
games on the East Coast.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, by the way, see if Ireland can make it to the tournament. I don't know if they'll get through that playoff group, but see if they make it, they've got a pretty interesting group, that Group A.
Yeah, they
Where
are.
is it?
Winner playoff D, so it's Denmark, North Macedonia, Czechia Republic, and Republic of Ireland. It'll be in Group A.
That's
know-
a better.
You know what
Well.
the game was the last time South Africa were in the World Cup? The opening game was against Mexico, and now the opening game in this tournament is Mexico v South Africa.
See, it's all planned out, but
Yeah.
I hope Ireland do it. I think that's a good group for them.
Yeah.
I just hope we don't get duped.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a result, by the way. That gives any of them. Though. We'll take any of them.
What is it?
We avoided Italy.
Aye.
Yep, I would take Northern Ireland, guys, if they win.
Aye,
Well,
we
yeah.
did that.
We've
We
not got
avoid-
them yet, but
Oh.
we've avoided Italy and
Northern
Yeah.
Ireland.
Who are the potential teams?
4 playoff teams, and then all of the other teams that you can get that have already qualified.
That's just to find out who Scotland will get in a group. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yes.
most likely, unless it's obviously African or South American.
Group C.
But is that high?
What group are we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the way, we'll
We can
take
get
that.
them. Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
take
we'll take that. We'll take that.
Who did we get?
Haiti.
What did we? We're going
Why
to
does
get
no one pronounce that correctly, guys? It's Haiti. Come on,
80,
no.
yeah.
That'll be forever Haiti.
AI, yeah.
Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland.
There you go.
Stop saying Haiti.
No.
win that group. We're going to win it, too.
Oh my! Look at USA's group. What is that?
Paris,
No,
we're going to the settlement.
wait. Can they go in that group?
No, they can't win.
No, they can't.
No, they're going to go.
2 o'clock in the morning to watch Scotland against Haiti. That'll be me. Ready to go.
Oh, no, they're going to Group P. That's a terrible group for Curacao, man.
There you go. They finished on time nearly. I think we've only got 3 more teams to come out.
No.
Group D, Group F, Group J.
Teams
No.
to go.
And Michael, we've got about 6 more groups to commit.
Yeah, I don't know, Michael. I don't know where you're getting
Michael's ahead.
skipping through the alphabet.
Is Michael get Jeremy Infantino's number? And he's already
Well, that's what I was, yeah, I'm just getting carried away there. Yeah. So we've still got a bit more to go.
Talk us through that Scotland group then, guys. What do you guys think then?
I think it's-
Easy.
On you go, Robbie. Take the floor, mate.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. I mean, we'll beat Haiti. Sorry, Alex. We'll beat Haiti in the group.
I don't know.
I know we should beat Haiti. Morocco is going to be an interesting one. And Brazil, aren't you? Like we were always going to get Brazil in Europe. I mean, look, it's a group where Michael, we say all the time, we should be going there to play these tournaments when they feel we shouldn't take anything against any of the teams. I'm excited now. Now we know our group. I'm excited to see when we're going to be playing, what times we're going to be playing. Hopefully, we don't get like 4 o'clock
Oh,
in the
yeah,
morning.
I think it might be a 3 in the morning kick-off for when we
Lovely.
play.
I think we'll find that out tomorrow. I think it is.
But, 3 o'clock in the morning to watch Scotland play Brazil. Bring it on.
Alex, what about you?
I think it's a tough group, an extremely tough group, and I'll be up to watch every single game. I mean, I think Morocco is the strongest team. The strongest team in that group, just based on how they play together as a side. Carlo Ancelotti hasn't got Brazil firing yet.
I think he will by the time the tournament comes.
What'd you say?
I think he will by the time the tournament rolls in.
No, I think Brazil. You see the name Brazil, and you think of players that they're not as strong as they used to be, and
I'm mainly looking at the attack. I mean, Vinny Junior, I think, speaks for himself.
He's been rubbish this season. He's
I know,
washed.
He's never been very good for Brazil either.
Do you know who we need to watch out for if he continues on his trajectory that he's on this season? Estevao. Estevao will be probably Brazil's main threat.
I don't think Brazil will get anything to worry about playing up against Grant Hanley. I know you're saying that playing up against Grant Hanley and Scott McKenna.
Right, you're all whining at me for being pessimistic. I'm trying to be optimistic, and you're crapping all over me. So come on, just let me talk through it here. I think Morocco is the strongest team. I think we could take something from Brazil, and I think we should batter Haiti or Haiti.
Yeah. See, that's a great point you made there, Alex, because at the end of the day, we could probably get through to a playoff now, because if we can batter Haiti, and then if we can get a wee point against Morocco, and then obviously I've got us down for a 6-0 win against Brazil as well. So I think we're going to do well.
Just looking at it, I mean, Argentina have got a good, didn't they? Group J, Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I mean, that's a very good group.
Do you want to try and run through all the groups so far that we've got?
I can try. Group A, Mexico, South Africa, Korea, and to the playoff Group D, which I couldn't tell you if you're in the playoffs, but they are in there. Group B is Canada, playoff pot A, which is obviously Italy, the big one in there, Qatar and Switzerland. Group C, obviously Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Group D is USA, Paraguay, Australia, and the playoff Group C. These are the European playoff right now, by the way. And it's just taking up my screen. Thank you very much for that. Group E, Germany, Curacao, Cote of Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. Group F, Netherlands, Japan, European playoffs, Group B, and Tunisia. Group G, Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and pot of 4 still yet to be drawn into that group. Group 8 is Spain. I forgot the name of that country. It's the one Duke plays for. I can't remember from some of the names. Group 8, second team in.
Who are we talking about?
Group 8, second team in. What's their name again? I can't remember the country now.
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde, that's it, thank you. Saudi Arabia and Uruguay. Group I is France, Senegal, playoff top 2 for the, I think that's the African draw. And Norway. Group J is Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. Group K is Portugal, playoff pot 1 for the African teams, Uzbekistan and Colombia. And Group L is England, Croatia, Ghana, and Paraguay.
There we go. That's the rundown of the World Cup. We never got to the end of the Premiership, but never mind. The games are on tomorrow. That's all you need to know. But we're going to the World Cup in the US of A. Good run through the rest of the games tomorrow that we never spoke about. Hibs and Falkirk, Dundee and Aberdeen. The championship tonight is Morton against Queen's Park, Ayr United against Packet Thistle, Dunfermline against Arbroath, Ross County against Airdrie and St Johnstone against Raith Rovers all
Right.
tomorrow. That's the World Cup draw. And yep, so thanks for watching the show tonight,
Right,
guys. Yep.
Can we just quickly do predictions on the games we didn't predict, even though we're not going to talk about them?
Sorry, yeah. So the next game was I can't remember if we predicted the Murrow game gig. I think the gig.
I did.
Hibs and Falkirk, Robbie.
I'll go 2-1 Falkirk.
I will. Yeah, I'm a bit the same as you, but yeah, I will stick with. Yeah, I'll stick with 2-1 Falkirk. Rob, Reagan.
I'll go with Hibs. I think. I'll go for Hibs. 2-0.
2-0. There you go. That's it. Ethan.
Hibs haven't beat any team that are currently in the top 6 this season, so. But I think they'll break that streak, and I think Falkirk's great run will come to an end. I think Hibs will win 1-0.
Yeah. Alex.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Falkirk.
2-1 to the Falkirk. Dundee and Aberdeen. Paul Donaldson's watching maybe still, so he'll be happy because Aberdeen's on a good run of form. I think they'll win on Saturday Day tomorrow. I saw Dundee on Wednesday night, but no in great shakes. Even though they took a score in the last minute to get a point up at Parkhead. I know Reagan and Ethan was at the game, but I will go 2-0 to Aberdeen.
I'm gonna go with the visionary to get another result. I'm gonna go with the seer, the man who dreams all, to get a 2-1 victory. He's got magic powers, Stephen Presley, and I think that's something we haven't taken into account this season when talking about Dundee. So now we need to, and I think they'll get the result.
I'm going to go totally against it and go 3-0 to Aberdeen.
So the World Cup draw is finished, so they're playing music now. So there you go. Robbie.
I'm going to agree with Alex. I think the Visionary does another masterclass and beats Aberdeen 1-0.
There you go. And that's us, guys. But in the championship, as I said, Morton against Queen's Park, Ayr against Packet Thistle, Glenferrin against Arbroath, Ross County against Airdrie, and Johnson against Raith Rovers. What's your pick of the game, guys, in the championship?
Probably Ayr Partick Thistle, I think. Don't get me wrong, it'll be interesting to see how Dougie Emery gets on at the ref. But I'd go Ayr Partick Thistle.
What about the rest of the guys?
Gonna go Ross County Airdrie relegation battle. 2 teams down there at the start of the season. I know Queen's Park are nearby, but I think that could be a massive game.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Ayr and Partick Thistle game.
Right. Oh, aye. Okay. Yeah. I wonder why, Robbie, that he went for Packet every week. Since he's had Craig occasion for how he can't see anything but Packet Thistle. Okay, well, a bit of a busy show tonight, guys. Thanks for your company for the past 9 hours. Yeah, so enjoy your football, and Scotland's going to win.
I've just been ignored. What about my pick?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Alex.
Oh, Michael's tweaking the leg, for God's sake, Michael.
9 hours I've been on for.
I'm actually copying Reagan. I had this thought initially, though. I think it's really crucial. It's a difficult game for Partick Thistle to go and play, go away and play against Ayr. They need to keep the pressure on because obviously St Johnstone have the superior goal difference at the moment.
What is going on in this World Cup? Is anybody still watching this?
No,
Yeah.
No.
No, it's some bongos, it looked like, and then there's a guy on a keyboard.
There's a bit of
Very interesting.
And so yeah, thanks for watching us, guys, and we'll be back over the weekend. And remember to subscribe to the Scottish Football Zone and subscribe to the Spotify channel, and also we're on TikTok as well. So do subscribe to all 3 channels. If you don't, well, you're lost. Well, I'm only kicking actually. So thanks to Robbie, thanks to Reagan, thanks to Ethan, thanks to Alex, thanks to everybody. So what's the show tonight? And we'll see you again soon. And Scotland's gonna win the World Cup. We'll speak to you soon.
You're watching the Scottish Football Zone with all